Hi, TheCoreofU family, community of restoration and enlightenment. Happy New Year. It's 2021. And from our family, the Page family, I'm Bianca Page.
I'm Kenneth Page.
And we just want to hit you with something real quick. We know everyone's probably, in their bubble with their group of family or loved ones. We want you to remain safe. And we are in California, and you guys know probably if you watch the headlines, we're in the middle of the hotbed right now. But in spite of that, we wanted to talk to you tonight about the recipe of resilience. This is something we talked about in my work group, affinity group. We talked about it with our church family, and we wanted to bring it to the community. What was your recipe for resilience to come out of last year and stand in your story and stand in your strength rather than let it overcome you? And you want to give them a definition, babe, of resilience?
Yeah, definitely. And resilience, the definition of resilience is your ability to recover from difficulties or trouble, your ability to kind of bounce back. It also talked about like elasticity, how when you stretch something out, rubber or something, it's able to come back to its form very quickly. So your ability to overcome, more so recover from whatever difficulties or trouble you've had in your life.
And you might be saying, hey, we're not all the way out of it, but I think natural time is a good way to kind of mark successes and accomplishments and where you're at and where you're going. And so this is a good time to take inventory and say, hey, I made it through the last 8 months of a storm. And a lot of people tend to get more time off around this time of the year because of the holidays and work schedules. And so it's a good time to take inventory. Like, what did I do? How did I get through this? So that I can keep using those tools and build on them. For me, first off, me and the hubby, we definitely made it an intentional kind of, I'll say, couples agreement. I would normally say gentleman's agreement, but I'm not a gentleman, but an agreement like, we're going to make sure we keep our stuff tight, because we don't need to be going through a natural fight and having any infighting in the camp. So we really try to nip that in the butt as quickly as possible. Disagreements naturally come, but we try to be intentional about keeping on one accord.
And our resiliency through that, our ability to recover from any disagreements or any, maybe there were moments of miscommunication, or maybe there was just a lack of communication, or maybe, we just didn't really we didn't understand, or maybe we were just in our mood and stress in life, and so we just didn't want to be bothered in that moment or that time, right? Our ability to recover from those moments, and the quicker we were able to recover, the healthier it made our relationship. Because one thing we talked about one time, like as wifey already said, listen, we're already dealing with, the Black Lives Matter movement. We're dealing with racism. We're dealing with COVID, families being sick, political unrest. We still have children, so they're not even concerned about a lot of those things. Just their everyday ups and downs and what they're going through. And then we're human, we're adults, we're going to work, and wifey's staying at home with the children, and she's not only being a full-time employee, she's also a full-time mother, and so then she's a full-time wife. So all of these, and a teacher. Yeah, sorry, I forgot the most important one, a teacher. So going through all of those things, the quicker we were able to recover from our disagreements or mishaps or misunderstandings, the better we were equipped to handle all of that other craziness and all that other outside noise.
And then outside of us, my recipe for resilience was to make sure I monitored my exposure to news, made sure I kept positive people around me and on my phone and things like that. I didn't want a lot of negative chatter in my ear. And then I leaned into my spiritual family, my yoga practice, meditation, and working out, as well as music.
Yeah, we both stepped up working out a lot more. And for me, my recipe was I got closer to my wife, I got closer to my children. I was really thankful for that. Not that I didn't love them and didn't pay attention and wasn't around, but I really was able to get closer, really spend some time watching my children and watching their little souls and their little spirits and how they did. very proud of wifey, just as I said, being a mother and a wife to me and a mother to our children, but then she became a full-time teacher too on top of that, right? I mean, so every day, so like my daughter is in school, still in school for like an hour, maybe 2 hours every day for 4 days out of the week, but after that, it goes to her. It goes to wifey, being a teacher. So she's been amazing at being a teacher and just watching that. So I got to sit back and watch that. But not only just sit back and watch, try to do my best to help and to pitch in and to take a few days off here and there and to relieve her from that duty and try to do some myself. So those were the things that allowed us to really recover and be resilient during this time.
Yeah, and speaking of resilience, I tapped into my inner child, and I've been doing a lot more with the children in terms of arts and crafts. We always went on family walks, but that was the way I tried to just stay renewed during all of this in safe ways.
No doubt.
So I think you should take inventory and come up with adjectives that identify flexible, strong, peaceful. What is it that you learned about yourself so that you can be self-aware and continue those things and drop others that don't make you feel so good. Because we're always growing. We're always, up leveling, and you can't do it if you're not conscious. So,
and whatever your story was in 2020, now that we're in the calendar year of 2021, we want you to stand on that story, not in it, right? So if it was really negative, maybe you lost, maybe sickness, maybe doubt, maybe fear, lack of faith, whatever it was, how you were able to recover, how you were able to bounce back and overcome that. Stand on that, not in it, because if you stand in it, then you'll operate from that place of pain or fear or hurt, right? But if you stand on top of it, you can say, hey, I overcame it. I overcame these situations, and these situations didn't overwhelm me, and I was able to make it through. And now I'm here, and I'm looking for a better year, more peace, more love, more wealth, whatever it is you're looking for. And we hopefully that you will bring that into your atmosphere in your space.
Yeah, so drop it in the comments. If you like this, share it. Drop us in the comments when you take a moment. Tell us what you learned about yourself or what your recipe for resilience is. You might have something we haven't thought of, and that would be great. Share it with the community. Remember to follow us at TheCoreofU, TheCoreof, letter U, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And share if you can share and support, we would appreciate it.
No doubt. And as always, we hope that you have peace in your heart and in your homes. Peace.